Ah! Oh, wow. Ah, that's a nice voice again. Oh, hi, everybody, Vampire Lore 1024, and, I'm gonna be reviewing Home Alone! Well, this is actually the triple feature for Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, and Home Alone 3. So basically, Home Alone, for those who haven't seen it, is basically about a family that goes on a vacation to Paris, France, and they leave their kid in the little Chicago, big Chicago house. That's why the title is called Home Alone. So, basically, the kid in the movie, Kevin McAllister, is home alone. Basically, the night before, his family was going to go to Paris, France for their Christmas vacation. They order pizza and all this, and Kevin's like, "Did anybody order me a cheese pizza?" And then Kevin's older brother named Buzz, no, not Buzz Lightyear, or the astronaut guy, he's like, "Yeah, we did, but if you want any, someone's gonna have to barf it all up, And see, basically, Buzz, Kevin's older brother, is basically a douchebag, and then basically, Buzz basically does what he said. If Kevin wanted it, basically he does that, and then Kevin kind of like rams him, and then causes everybody to do like, "Oh shit! But Kevin, what did he do? What did Kevin do?" And then poor Fuller gets kind of like smashed between the this like wooden chair and the wall, and he's like, and everybody's like looking at Kevin. He's like, and then his Uncle Frank's like, "Look what you did, you little jerk." And he's like, "Kevin, upstairs now." "But I don't want to go upstairs." "Kevin, upstairs now." He's like, "I don't want to sleep up there. Fuller's got to drink a lot of pop, and he's going to wet the bed, man. Fuller's drinking a lot of Pepsi, man. He's going to wet the bed. I don't want to go up there and sleep with Fuller. No way. It's scary up there on the second floor. You better not let Fuller have too much Pepsi, man." That annoying voice? Okay, sorry. So, Kevin has to go sleep upstairs, where it's spooky, and, his mom comes up and says, "Maybe you shouldn't wish for a family." He said, "Maybe I will." And then he, kind of leans back like this and says, "They're all a bunch of jerks." Only he doesn't, like, verbally say it, he, like, says it through his, like, head. And, during the night, a storm comes and knocks the power out. So, the guy comes around, he's got to fix the power, because, it's going to take all night, or all day, or whatever, I don't know what accent I was going for. And then they all get in these, like, shuttle vans, and then one of Kevin's older sister, does a head count, and then he's counting, and then she goes over to Buzz, and he goes, "Whoop!" He's like, "Ha! Psych, bitch, you ain't gonna tag me!" Huh. And there happens to be this, like, kid from across the street who, I don't know, randomly comes over and just he's a huge snoop. And he's in there, he's bothering the driver's like, "Does he get good gas mileage? Blah, blah, blah." He's like, "Look, kid, I told you, don't bother me. Now beat it. Just beat it." Oh, sorry, I better not sing that. Good song, though, by the way. And basically, one of Kevin's older sisters does a head count. And she counts this kid as Kevin because he thinks, oh, that's Kevin. He's in there, looking at whatever. And, they all get in the van, they all go to the airport, and, they're rushing, and it's like, did we make it? Like, yeah, we made it. And then they board the plane, and, Kevin wakes up, goes downstairs, doesn't hear anybody. He's like, kind of like that one John Travolta meme. He's just like, looking around. It's like, where's everybody? Turns on the TV, like Miracle on 34th Street's playing or whatever, the black and white version or whatever. And he's like, I made my family disappear. Then he's like seeing all their heads like pop up and telling him what he did. And then you get the little Uncle Franklin's like, look what you did, you little jerk. And then there's one where Buzz says, I'm going to feed you to my tarantula. Of course, I completely skipped over the part where, they go look out the window and they see this old guy, salting the sidewalks, and Buzz tries to scare the shit out of this other kid. I don't know his name though. That one black-haired kid with the glasses that are like circles and whatever. Best description ever, I know. You know that scene, if you've seen the movie, and he's like, oh, you ever heard of South Bend Shovel Slayer? And they're all like, no. He said, well, he basically, does this and that, and, he tries to freak both of them out, and then the guy's down there, and for some reason he, like, looks up, and they're like, ah! And they close their curtain. That was kind of a funny part. And then, the pizza part where the guy comes in, and he asks, oh, do you live here? And then Joe Pesci's, he was, in there asking, if the family had, automatic timers, locks, blah, 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 for proper precautions, for the holidays, And he's like, oh, I don't live here, kid. But anyways, going back to the main story, they're going all the way from Chicago, Illinois. 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 And all the way to Old Paris, France. Wait. And they're sitting on the plane, enjoying it. And then the mom's like, Kevin! And then Kevin's just like, I made my family disappear. He's all fucking party, like, woo, yeah, bitch, I'm partying. My family disappeared, woo, yeah. And he's having the time of his life, couldn't care in the world, And then they all get to Paris, and, they're trying to call, and nobody over there knows English. At least the people that they're calling don't. And the mom decides to try to get home from Paris, France to Chicago, Illinois, here in the U.S. And, but before that, there's a couple burglars, and it turns out that the cop at the beginning of the movie, spoiler warning for those who haven't seen Home Alone, is actually not a cop, Oh, excuse me. And, basically, he is a thief, along with his buddy Marv, and the cop's name is Harry. I don't know why, but they go in, they do some home invasions, some burglary, all that, and Kevin's out walking, he had to go get some groceries, because he broke into Buzz's room. So, Buzz, you better come out and stop me. I'm going through your stuff. Ah! Buzz, your girlfriend? Wow! And so then, basically, Kevin does his grocery shopping. There's a nosy person that works at the store. She's like, oh, where's your mom? Where's your dad? My dad's at work. My mom's in the car, He's like, where do you live? He's like, I can't tell you. Why is that? Because you're a stranger. I always thought there was another part. Like, wasn't there another part where like there's a guy with hardly any hair with glasses on that asks Kevin that? Why isn't it in the movie though? I seen it like a little bit of that, from like the preview or whatever, a movie or something. Whatever. If you've seen that part, then you'll know what I'm talking about. So, anyways, Kevin's walking home. Sacks filled with a lot of stuff, and they just rip. And it can be a bitch when a sack rips on you, especially if you have a lot of stuff in it, and you're the only damn person carrying it all by yourself, and so I don't know how he picks up all his stuff, but he accidentally runs into Harry and Marv. They're just getting ready to leave this one house that they basically burglarized, and they're coming out, and they're talking, Harry and Marv are arguing, and Marv's like, hey, watch out! And then they slam on the brakes like this, Kevin's like, ah! And then Kevin starts to walk, on, and Harry's like, hey kid, you better watch out. Santa Claus don't visit kids in the hospital or funeral home? And then he says, watch out. He's like, I'll try. And then he says, and have a Merry Christmas or whatever. And he goes, ting. He smiles, and this tooth that lit up, when Harry was pretending to be a cop in the beginning of the movie, does too. And I was like, he's like, oh no, that's not a cop. That's a fucking burglar, man. And then and then Harry's just like, I don't like the way that kid looked at me. He said, have you ever seen, and then Marv's like, have you ever seen him before? He's like, I don't know, I've seen a lot of kids this week, probably pretending to be a cop, going in, snooping around, asking a bunch of people, how do we have automatic timers, when do lights turn on outside? I might go, sit in my car and watch the lights turn on, synchronize it to some music or some shit, so Kevin continues to walk on home, and Harry and Marv follow him. And Kevin starts to run, and look over his shoulder, starts to run, and then Harry's like, I knew I seen that kid somewhere. And they said, let's follow him and see where he goes. So then Kevin just basically disappears. He goes to a church, and he pretends to be one of the little things for the nativity scene, and they eventually figure out that he lives at this big old house, because they later on go to that house at night and try to break in, and Kevin's, watching TV, and, guys, I'm eating junk food and watching rubbish, you better come out and stop me. Basically, he falls asleep, and, with the movie playing Angels with Filthy Souls, Listen here, snakes. They start to go, they go down to the basement, and Kevin's like, oh, so she just flips on every light in the house, and then it's like, I thought they were gone. I said, I do, something's fishy here, so let's come back some other night. So they actually come back another night, and the whole place is jumping, man, it looks like they're having a big ass party, and yeah, they're like, something still isn't right, This whole place is jumping, they're partying, and they're sitting out in their van, and they didn't get out, but then again, they come back another night, and the final night or whatever, and because they no, that's, well, yeah, because they were out during the daylight, and there's a neighbor's house or whatever, and the answer machine comes on, and they're like, it's Kevin's dad, Peter McAllister, and he's like, oh hey, we're in Paris, France, we're not home, and then Marv's in there listening to it. He's like, hey Harry, that house we were at last night. He's like, yeah, McAllister, yeah, you're right. They're not home. They're in Paris. And then Harry's looking through that little kaleidoscope thing. Those are cool, by the way. And you know, and later on goes to Kevin, you know, or wait a minute. No, sorry, I'm getting confused here. No, it was where they, oh no, they do follow him, yeah, or whatever. But basically, they follow him. They end up getting, of course, into the towards the end of the movie, and those two end up getting arrested at the end. The guy that they thought was the guy out there shoveling or salting the sidewalks, who they thought was like a weirdo, actually was a pretty cool guy. You know, he hadn't talked to his son in years, from what he said. You know, and he was going to go see his son his son was going to go to his house for the holidays. You know, he was going to bring his granddaughter with him too. And Kevin told him to basically, you know, he should make it up to him. You know, say that he was sorry. You know, even if he didn't do anything wrong. You know. And Harry Marv gets thrown in jail by Kevin, well, by the cops, who Kevin called at the Murphy's house, wasn't it, in the movie? Yeah. And, of course, Kevin's mom comes home, you know, she gets old John Candy and the the Polka King guys, you know, polka, you know. And she gets to go in like this van, like moving van, from the airport to Chicago, and yeah, she gets home, and yeah, Kevin's like looking through a tree or whatever, and he hears his mom, and then he goes and sees her, and he says, "Well, I thought." So where's everybody else? She's like, "Oh, I just, you know, I stay at the airport. You know, everybody else is back in Paris." And then, boom, all of them come in. It's like, oh boy. And you know, and then Kevin tells him that he went out shopping and all that, and they're just like, you know, they thought it was stupid and he didn't know how to do any of that. You know, he fooled all them. He's like, "I bought the milk and like fabric softener and all this crap." Yeah, so there's a lot of things I did leave out of this review because it's kind of long review. And you know, if people haven't seen this, I don't want to spoil it, but I mean, I kind of have to if I'm reviewing it. There's no other way to it. So, yeah. And then, towards the end of the movie, Buzz goes into his room and is like, "Kevin, why did you do to my room?" And I was like, and then the movie just ends right there, so. Yeah, that's Home Alone pretty much for you. Like I said, they made 4 more. Yeah. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, Home Alone 3, Home Alone 4, and then I guess a few years ago, Home Alone 5. I've seen all 4 except for the 5th one. Kind of wonder when they're going to make a 6th one. 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, maybe I'll still be, you know, around when they make Home Alone 10 or Home Alone 20. Maybe one year they'll make Home Alone 100. I mean, you know, there's still probably plenty of ideas left. Well, maybe, I don't know. So, I don't know. I should actually give it a review, or a rating. 7, 8 out of 10, I guess. Why not? It's got some good bits in there. So, hopefully everybody enjoyed my review on Home Alone. If you did, don't drink too much Pepsi. Joking. Please give this video a like. Please give this video a share up then. Sorry if I kind of got a little carried away. I only did it just basically for emphasis, you know, just like to do the moment, so yeah. Anyways, hopefully you found this review humorous. Oh yeah, you can also follow me on my social media listed below in the description of this video. So, thanks for watching. If you'd like to see me try to do Home Alone 2 and 3, let me know. I can also do Elf, or Ernest Saves Christmas too. I have that as well, so. Oh yeah, by the way, I pre-recorded all this. This is all pre-edited. I did this on the 5th of December, so, in case you're wondering. So this is also Premiere, so, hi. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining in. Like I said, hopefully you got a kick out of this, you know. The little bits that I did, you know, I figured I'd do the Kevin getting into Buzz's drawer scene, and then the where he's sitting and eating junk food and watching stuff. Of course, I wasn't hungry at the time when I just did the watching the movie and eating the junk food part, because I had already ate, of course, before doing this video. So, anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Oh yeah, by the way, please go check out my Planes, Trains, and Automobiles review here on my channel as well. I have collection videos such as movie collections, video games, and TV show collection videos too. So, check out my other videos, see if you like them, watch them, and I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, and did anybody order me a cheese pizza? Well, I used to like eating cheese pizza when I was a kid. So, yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time.